Maya, what are you doing over there?
Updating the board.
What do we got?
We got over 50 year to date.
Wow. 50 million in sales, baby. So, boom, year to date, which is awesome. Thank you. We're just finishing up a request for repair on a commercial property. And then we gotta go to pictures and video. But first, we gotta stop by and do a couple showings, one in Glendale, one in Los Feliz. Los Feliz or Los Feliz?
Depends on where in LA you're from.
Ah, thank you, Nar. But busy day. Welcome to Day in the Life too. All right, we got our sign for sale. Let's make sure it's not one of our for sale for lease signs, it's for sale for sale. We got our camera and our drone. And do we have zippies? Okay, great. My knife real quick, because we like to put up our own signs. But we gotta hustle. This next appointment. Wow. Bye-bye, ladies. I got zip ties. Just got the car waxed. It's already dirty. Don't ever buy a black car, ever. It's very frustrating. But do buy an electric car. I still have my truck and my Raptor, but I love this Tesla. It's really cool. Doing a video right now. Say hi, Annie.
Hi.
So I work with my wife, as you may or may not know, and it is a pleasure every day. But it is a pleasure because Annie's really good. She's really diligent, and she's really focused on details, and we are clarifying some stuff in a contract. Get it done and get it out. So while I'm working on going to this showing, Annie is working on this contract for a condo we're selling that actually happens to be ours. Nar is working on a commercial transaction, and Mai is working on the day-to-day stuff at the office. So lots going on. Josh is at Wilson at one of our escrows doing inspections. And that is of course in the calendar, but I rarely look at it except for as it pertains to me. But anyways, so there's a little flavor of how things work. Today is Tuesday, broker's open day. I don't have a broker's open today, but I have to go look at some broker's opens, and we have to go take pictures for our newest listing in Westwood, which we're gonna do our media day, our suite of marketing, which is, drone and Steadicam video, measuring and mapping a 3D layout for the property, and of course, the best pictures money can buy, because pictures, everyone can talk about video and all the marketing. Pictures are what go to the MLS and what get aggregated on Zillow and Redfin and all that stuff, and that's where the money is made. Good pictures can make a decent house look great. Not to say that this isn't a great house, because it is. It's in Westwood, tremendous school district, great freeways. It's an awesome property, but the pictures always make or break. Even a great house with a bad photographer can look not so great. So here we go. Gonna pop off to our first place in Glendale with our clients who have been looking with us for about a month, and they're getting acclimated to the market, which is pretty tough. They've lost out a couple properties, not by any fault of their own. In fact, they have been very receptive to my counsel as a broker, but unfortunately things are so crazy that even I on the last property was like, this is just too much money, and I told them let it go. They had bid $2 million on this 1,789-ish square foot R2 lot in Silver Lake, which is really cool. It had an additional unit, which was really cool, but it just wasn't the right property for that price. And I was uncomfortable, and we got the backup, which is fine, and someone bid 100,000 over. So sometimes that happens, which is okay, but you got to know where to set the limit on properties. Otherwise, you could just bid all day. Not to say there aren't properties that are worth going for the gold, but this one, in my opinion, was not, because I thought they could do better for 2-1. That's a long kind of catch up on these clients, but these clients are awesome, and I'm excited to see them. I saw them on Sunday, and hopefully we can see one of these 2 properties today that are good. We also just closed a really great property in the same neighborhood of Glendale, 959 Rosemount. We beat out like 20 offers to get it. I had a nice working relationship with the agent. really thrilled. It's a big deal to close transactions in the real estate market this day. You got to celebrate the wins. You know, we celebrated crossing over 50 million in sales in just about the first quarter of the year, which is a record for us. But I thought I'd pop on and say, hey, we just closed. Really beautiful Spanish property. Really excited for my clients who had bought with me before. I'm currently leasing their previous purchase, which is an awesome single family house in Silver Lake Echo Park, and now they have their forever dream home in Glendale, and it's awesome. They're in beautiful Glendale today. Hey, Rob and Aaron.
Hey there.
How you doing?
Good.
About to check out this property. Let's see what we can figure out about the ADU. I mean, it's big. I mean, this is great because you could easily, yeah, easy for ADU. And you're right in the hills here. So Josh just called. What's up, Josh?
Hey, Brett. So I'm down at Wilson. Wanted to talk to you about something. They're doing the sewer inspection. They tried through the roof. They tried through a small clean out behind the kitchen sink. They can't get the camera out through those lines. They have plumbers here. They requested to take off the toilet to run it.
They have licensed and bonded plumbers.
I'm gonna make sure they have a license number plastered on the side of their truck.
If they're licensed and bonded, I would say it's fine for them to take off the bathroom. It's fine to take off the toilet as long as they're responsible for putting it back and any, you know, consequential damages related.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, I figure as long as I get a paper trail, I get a work order, and
it's fine.
You know, we have full record that they've done it. You're comfortable with that?
I'm comfortable with that.
Hey, if you're comfortable, that's all I care about, Brett.
You know what, Josh? You're caring about my comfort is all I care about.
Then this all works out. All right, I'll have a chat with the guys. I'll let them do it. I'll just make sure that, you know, it's on the up and up. So I'm down at Wilson right now. Just got off the phone with Brad. We had a little conversation about allowing the inspectors to remove one of the toilets because they're trying to scope the main sewer line, and there wasn't a clean out that allowed them access to get all the way out to the street. So talk to the guys. They are licensed and bonded plumbers. This is a fairly simple task, removing a toilet, putting it back on, but we want to make sure that the seller feels very comfortable with the work, and it's plumbing 101 stuff to do. So we're comfortable with it. We'll make sure that they get to do their complete diligence, scope the whole line, and we want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on with the house. So we are leaving Wilson, and let's call Brad. Hopefully he picks up.
Hi, you've reached Brad Keys. Please leave your name and number or text me for
So
a faster
busy.
response.
And you know what's rude?
At the tone, please record
You
your
put me
message.
straight to voicemail.
So we're here in Westwood at our new listing, and it's picture day. And picture day doesn't just happen. It's a combined media day, I should say. It's a combined effort between the seller, myself, and our team, which is doing pictures, 3D layout, and video. And I will actually do drone, and I'm gonna actually do it later when it's sunset or like dusk. And here you see, got the cones laid out. This is a often missed and very important part of being a real estate agent. It is just knowing from experience how important it is to cone off the front of the house for that front picture. There we go. We're gonna go inside real quick and just check in with Chris, say what up. Yo, Chris! Just wanna say hi.
Hi.
This is Chris, he's handling the pictures. So, just show you through the house. It looks great. I mean, again, the clients do a fantastic job of getting the place ready, and then I come in and put my finishing touches, but it is awesome property. They've done such a great job. I represented them when they bought it, and it looks unbelievable. I am so happy. Just a really cool little oasis. So we're back in the office. We went and saw some properties. We went and got our listing ready. We had a networking meeting on Zoom. And now everyone, except for Josh, is at the office. Put your hand up, pretty. Nara and I are working on one of our pending transactions, which is a commercial transaction, which is 13350 Ventura. And you might remember it. We did the video about commercial inspections, and Josh was there, and he talked about the etymology of master bedrooms and all this stuff. And that was a fun video and a fun day. This is a more work-intensive day in that Nara and I are going through approving all of the contingencies of the contract. And this contract is an AIR form contract, which is different than a CIR form contract. California Association of Realtors does residential and commercial contracts, and then the AIR commercial real estate contract is another form that is commonly used. And what I don't like about the AIR form is that silenced is deemed approval, which is a little different than CAR, where you have to actually remove the contingencies. If you don't do anything, you are deemed to have removed contingencies with this contract. So you have to be very careful about how you phrase things, make sure you're reserving rights where you need to, and that is why Nara is here as our director of compliance. She's the best. We went to law school together. We actually went to UCLA together too, but she's fantastic and she's very detail oriented. And between her and I really am always proud of the work product we put out because it's top notch. At Keys Real Estate, you get 2 attorneys reviewing your contracts, reviewing your diligence, and I'm really excited about it. Then of course my beautiful wife is getting a listing ready over there. She's writing a description, right honey?
Yep. And
Yeah.
working on our mailer.
And working on her mailer. But description? Uh-huh. Which I'm gonna help her with shortly. And then Mai over here is writing an offer for the 2 properties we went and saw today for our client. One was a triplex in Los Feliz and one was a house in Glendale. So writing 2 offers, hoping we get them. Really competitive, really cool stuff. But Mai and I just went over all the comps and looked at title, and we're getting that together. And now I have to do a commercial lease. So we're gonna do another AIR form lease, which again is not my favorite, but I like the CAR forms better, but for leasing, I think the AIR forms are a little better. So we're getting it all done, day in the life. And on Tuesdays, Mai brings her dog into the office. So Titus and Frank are home. This is Io. Very sweet dog. Hello. She got a tuna sandwich today. She got a lot of stuff.
All right, I am back to the home office. I have driven about 100 miles today. The day's not over, but I just got back to the computer. We had submitted a request for repairs for our clients who are in escrow down in Long Beach. We just got the seller's response back. It's pretty good news, so I'm gonna have to give my clients a call, see if they're comfortable with where we're at, and then I got to line up some comps for an appraisal tomorrow for another property that we just got an escrow on. I just got a new client pre-approved, setting them up on their search. Yeah, we just have a number of deals at all stages. We even have a deal that closed that there was a snafu with the seller's movers, and now the new buyers have to have some corrective stuff finished. And so we're waiting on quotes to send back to the listing side. It's an exciting day today because we really do, as we usually do, have deals at every point in the process. Buyers were just getting pre-approved. I just received some preliminary title reports to review on listings that we may have coming up, all the way through, as I just mentioned, deals that have already closed that we're still doing work on. One thing I always say to my clients when we sell their home or when they get the keys to their new house is our relationship doesn't stop here. Our goal is to be your lifelong real estate advisors. I think we hold true to that, and we're always a call away. I got a call today last night about a deal I closed 2 years ago. Some clients found a stump under the gravel, and there was some discussion about previous sellers' knowledge of that stump and and what they can do about it. Yeah, we're having a busy day today. We have a busy day every day.
So finishing up sort of a long day, finishing up a lease for our building here in Eagle Rock. Sometimes tenants leave early, and although it is not my favorite thing, I like to think that where one door closes, another one opens. And in this instance, that may be the case. This lease is for a daycare facility that may be coming in place of this business, which is no longer in business. See our for lease signed. But again, as I said, where one door closes, another one opens, I'm excited about the prospect of a new tenant. We have a duty as landlords to mitigate damages. So the tenant called us, said, hey, we're going out of business. We'd like to get out of our lease. Of course, you don't get out of your lease. You need to find a suitable subtenant or assignee, and that's what we're working on right now. So hopefully this works out and we were able to get this new lease signed. And really, if we do, there was no real damages to the existing tenant in the building, which is great for them. Commercial and residential work kind of the same way. You as a landlord, which is what my position is here. I'm also acting as the broker for this lease and landlord. But as a landlord, you have a duty to mitigate damages. So when you know someone is not going to pay their rent, you want to work out a plan in writing, stating very clearly, very succinctly that, hey, you're responsible for rent until I find someone else to cover your obligation. You are not in any way released of your obligation under the lease, but I will look for someone to cover your obligation. So that's what we're doing, and that's what we're working on. We're finishing up tonight. Been a long day, got up 5, worked out at the gym. I'm gonna go home and see the kid. But thanks for joining us today. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and thanks for watching.